Hey guys, this is Matthew with Vlogger One-on-One. Today I am in Taichung, Taiwan, and I'm hanging out with a guy a lot of you might know.
Prozzie, I guess? I don't know how to introduce myself there, so we don't want to come off too forward.
That's fine, that's fine.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another video.
Oh, Prozzie! Oh, you can't clickbait me! Oh, Prozzie! Oh!
And release. Try your first backflip. It'll go... Oh.
Like, why the hell would you move to China for a Western lifestyle?
The Volkswagen Santana is one of my favorite cars. But I loved that car because of how it made me feel. I loved it because it brought friends and strangers together to experience and talk about.
So I'm on a week, I've got no money in my pocket, but I'm sitting at this table with smoking a cigar, drinking fine whiskeys. Like, it was just such a weird situation.
Everybody knows Prozzie.
Well, I don't think everybody knows me, but you know.
A lot of people. All right, Prozzie, tell me a little bit about your channel.
That's a really difficult question to answer because it's always, I don't have, like if you compare it to someone like Winston who has a series of videos that are topical and he teaches you about something and he goes through the topics. I have a little bit of that, but I've also got a little bit of vlogs and things like that. I don't really, you know, people often ask like, well, what's your goal behind your genre? I don't really know that I have one, which is a weak thing to say. That's probably what's stunting my channel, I think, if I'm going to be totally honest. But I think it's just, if I got to think of a blanket statement, just generally about life living here abroad and, you know, the good things and the bad things, and not necessarily all about the topics, but how it can make you feel and how it can change you and things like that, and the stuff I went through and am going through, I guess.
When did you get started?
I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I started on Simo's channel as just a sort of, I just liked being on camera with him, and we would have topics, we'd discuss things about living there, and I never had a channel, and then, oh God, I'm going to say 2016 I started my channel. Oh. Yeah, a lot of people are asking for it. Now a lot of people are asking for it to stop. So.
Was Matt the reason that you got... Matt is Lawai86, C-Milk, a lot of people know him as. Is that why you got started? Was that like, okay, this is kind of an interesting thing, these videos, I'm going to start doing my own thing? Or was it something that happened before? Or was, you know, why did you actually start your own channel?
Well, I mean, I knew Simo for a while, and then all of a sudden we just decided to sit down and do a video, and I thought it was kind of fun, and so I kept filming with him again and again and again, and people liked what we had going, and they liked the chemistry, and they liked, you know, some of the things that we were doing, and then more and more people kept asking for my channel, and I was hesitant at first, because I was like, I don't know if I have enough to say where people would actually want to watch it, you know what I mean? It takes a lot of, I don't know, how would you say, like, it takes a lot of, I don't want to say courage, but you really got to know that you have something to say before you open up a channel. So I was kind of hesitant, but that's, yeah, so I did it because people wanted it.
Would you think it's sort of narcissism? Like, you got to be sort of like, I think somebody out there wants to hear what I have to say.
Well, sort of. I mean, sort of, because you look at a lot of other channels about living abroad, and a lot of it is, like, sugar-coated and blowing, you know, glitter up your ass. I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't mean to...
No, that's okay, man.
About living abroad and how great it is, and it's amazing, and this new experience and all these other things. And like a part of it, yeah, of course, living abroad is really great fun, but there's a lot more to it that I think people kind of shy away from showing. Okay. Lest they look, you know, like a negative dick, I guess. So I guess if there was a goal to my channel, it sort of filled that void, I guess.
Well, I've found, like, I've been watching you for a while, and when I look at your videos as opposed to, like, I just juxtapose them to Winston and Matt, just because the three of you kind of have been doing this sort of as a project. You're kind of interwoven a little bit.
A little bit. We're friends. Yeah.
Friends. So, and so when I watch your videos, it's very matter of fact, and it's very like you can really get in tune with what you're feeling inside when you watch those videos. It's like you're not putting on a persona at all.
No, I don't.
You know, and like the video that you were talking about, why you moved to China in the first place, and it felt like I think a lot of people that might watch his videos might feel like a real connection with you personally, because you kind of reveal the good, the bad, the ugly, you know, everything. And it's very, like, casual the way that you talk about it, so it's interesting.
Yeah, fair assessment.
Will you take that?
Yeah.
Background. So you were how many years in China?
4.
4.
Yeah.
And where are we now? Taiwan? How long have you been here?
Since November, so almost a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what prompted you to move to Taiwan?
Oh God. I gotta be careful with these answers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, China just isn't a place where you can really settle down. I mean, I shouldn't say that. There are people you can if you want to. There really isn't a whole lot to keep you there. It's sort of a temporary place, at least in my mind, you know. And Taiwan just has a better quality of life. I mean, people always argue that, oh, but you can make more money in China. It's like, fine, but why would you want to live there? Like, it's cleaner here, and it's just that the quality of life is better. And I don't know, I'm just kind of getting. I made a video about this as well, but I think I got what I wanted from China. I fulfilled that sort of need, and I was looking at other places, and people started recommending Taiwan. And, yeah,
I think that if you do end up living in China, you're a sort of a type of person that enjoys putting yourself in unique situations. Like you could travel in Europe, like you could live in London, and you could live almost identical to the way that you live in the States.
Sure,
you know, you'd feel very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
But you're really putting yourself out there when you move to China. It's a different place.
That's a really good point, because it is almost always an adventure. The problem with being there for so long is, like, you don't want to be on an adventure all the time, every day. It gets really tiresome. You know what I mean? You'd like to have some stability, some sort of home to go to. Like, at least you know that nothing's going to fall apart. My kitchen's not going to explode today, and then tomorrow, my bike's gonna blow up. Or like things, it was just 4 years of nothing working and fun adventures, but you can't do that every day. It's annoying, and Taiwan provides a pretty good balance, I'd say.
In China, you lived. Where did you live?
For my first year, I lived in Henan, which is a central province. It's okay. And then I moved down to Guangdong province in Huizhi city.
Okay.
So.
Guangdong. Humid.
It's very humid. Yeah. But it's nice. I mean, if you're gonna choose a province, that one's nice. I mean,
Shenzhen is one of my favorite places in all of China.
Salaries are high, and I think the quality of life is better, I would say, than other provinces, excluding special places like Shanghai and Beijing, which are sort of their own thing. But yeah.
What's interesting is that you have 37,000 subscribers, but your view count is quite high. People your subscribers engage your videos well, from what I've seen.
Sort of. I mean, it depends. Like, since I moved to Taiwan, the channel's definitely slowed down quite a lot in views, and that makes perfect sense to me. I mean, when I ask for feedback from a lot of my viewers about why maybe they wouldn't watch my videos anymore, I think it kind of, like, the adventure's over, I feel like a lot of people used to watch my channel because life was just sort of this big mess and people found that entertaining, and now that I've sort of settled down...
Drama is entertaining.
It is, yeah.
Life
now
drama.
that I've sort of settled down and the videos become, I guess, a bit tamed and boring, if you will. People just don't care to watch it. But yeah, I mean, I'm proud of the views I get. I'm really happy that I have the view base, the people that watch my channel, because they do offer up quite a lot of support. Like, when you're having a bad day and you go through the comments.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. No,
I mean, the negative is, at least on my channel, is very few and far between. The people that are like part of your team, part of your tribe, are like really supportive.
Yeah, it's amazing knowing they're back there. Yeah, exactly.
It's funny having a channel, like, you'd think like it's all about you putting everything out there. You're putting all the content out, and but there's so much more that comes back at you. You know what I mean? From the people and the response from everybody viewing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So you kind of gave me an elevator pitch. If you walked up to somebody in the bar and you were trying to tell them about your channel, you would say it's a potpourri of life.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. I should sit down and really specify that more so I know what I'm actually doing. But I mean, I guess that's another point of my channel is I have no idea what I'm doing all the time.
That's cool too. People enjoy watching somebody try and figure life out.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Now that you're in Taiwan, things have shifted for you. So you used to upload content how often, and now how often do you upload content?
No, that hasn't changed. It's always been once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah. Now it's every Tuesday.
And is it all like narrative stuff? Like you're talking about certain topics and your opinion of those topics, and how do you choose those topics?
That's a good point. How do I choose them? I mean, oftentimes I'll just be in the shower and I'll get this thought, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'm like racing to my computer all wet, like typing down the ideas. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's about a topic.
Yeah.
I would say most of the time, because I think like if you're gonna get on YouTube, one thing you really have to come to terms with is that no one gives a shit about you. You know what I mean? I feel like people watch a lot of those popular vloggers like
Casey Neistat,
Casey
or Ben
Neistat, and they're
Brown.
like, oh, I can do that, and they start
Yeah.
filming and they don't get any views. They're like, what the hell? It's like
Yeah.
because no one actually cares about you.
Yeah.
So it's hard to put out vlogs because no one gives a shit. They really
Right.
want to know about something. They're there to learn something. They want to get something from you.
For sure.
So, I do have those selfish vlogs where it might be me going out somewhere and seeing a new place, or me and Christine going to find a new place in Taiwan or something like that. But yeah, I think oftentimes I try and stick to topics or something I care about as often as I can.
I'm in the opposite. I'm traveling, so like my stuff is very linear. It's like I'm going and living this day. So it's if the people don't like me or know me, it's very hard to retain their attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I didn't mean like.
No,
you're a piece of
I'm
shit.
not. No. Bastard. All right,
Yeah.
this is over. No. I'm just saying that's one thing I deal with. I think I could probably have a stronger view count if I was like, this is what this hamburger tastes like, or this is what this place does, or this is what this place. But instead, it's like a hodgepodge of a bunch of different topics every day, and it's something that I have to deal with. All YouTubers probably have to deal with that, trying to delineate between your personal life and your personal wants and desires and what you guys want and desire to hear about.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's going to go to your channel. They're going to punch up Prozzie. And what video would you recommend them to watch so that they can get an idea of what your channel's about? Like, what would be a okay, if you watch this video, you understand who I am, what I'm about, and you'll either like it and join or not, and don't waste your time.
Yeah, that's another good question, a complicated one, because they're all so different.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when I watch a Jayoe video or a Winston video or a C-Milk video, like I know it's from that channel because of the style and the way that you edit and produce your videos, right?
Yeah.
But mine are so different all over the place. It's kind of hard to say, well, this one is a good representation of my entire channel.
Okay.
But I think one I'm particularly proud of is called "Why Did I Live in China for So Long?"
You did that one here in Taiwan.
I did, but I used, but it's sort of a voiceover thing. So
Yeah.
I'm not actually like really in that video.
Okay.
I just narrate it.
You're just telling the story.
Yeah, I narrate something I wrote and
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Vloggers out there, they want to know what other vloggers are using to record so that, some guys I met, they only use their phone. And it was interesting to talk about, okay, this guy only uses his phone. A lot of people might be watching and feeling like I need a big rig or I need all this equipment. What do you use for your videos primarily? What would be your primary mode of recording?
if I'm doing my moto vlogs, I use a GoPro Hero 4 and just like a simple lav mic that I hook up to my helmet. And then for vlogging, iPhone.
Okay, so there you go.
Because I don't have money for cameras and all that kind of nonsense. People never notice. Like, this is one thing I love watching C-Milk do, is like he'll get this new camera,
Oh,
he's
gosh.
so excited, and C-Milk's he's a go-getter, right?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
likes to learn all these new things, and
For
he's
sure.
very good at doing it. And no one notices when he gets a new camera. It's literally he gets all frustrated because you can't tell the difference. But yeah, so I just use an iPhone. It works. And for anyone else that's out there that wants to start doing YouTube videos, don't invest in a camera yet.
Yeah.
Just use your phone.
Just
camera.
use your phone.
And then figure it out. And then if you think, hey, this is something I want to do, get a camera.
Right. Because you're going to find out if people like your stuff by the way that you present yourself and the way that you tell your story.
Yeah, no
and
one cares that
Nobody
it's 4K
cares,
and-
especially
yeah,
when
yeah.
it's YouTube,
Yeah.
It's very, like this camera here is a fairly simple rig,
The
compared to what
G7X,
other
right?
people use.
Yeah,
the
I
G7X.
like that. I was gonna get that if I was gonna get the Sony RX 100 Mark. They have a 6 now.
But there's no touch screen.
I know.
Gotta
I
have the
know.
touch screen.
Yeah, but that's something like that's fine. So yeah, that's all I use. Just those two things. Yeah.
You're here. You've taken kind of a big life step yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What is the future of your channel? I mean, where do you want this to go? Where is Prozzie's YouTube channel going in the next 5 or 10 years? What can people out there expect?
Yeah, I know. But see, like from the beginning to the middle to now, I have never ever thought about that. I just make videos, and then people are like, "Haha, that was good stuff," I think ideally, if I could do it, ideally, I would love to be a YouTuber, and only a YouTuber. Like if I could quit my job and do videos full time, I totally would.
Yeah.
But for now, I simply don't make enough money on it to just do that.
Yeah.
And I work 6 days a week now, so it's kind of hard to get videos out.
What do you do?
I just teach.
Right.
Yeah, but it's still busy, having to work all that much.
Yeah.
Which is a giant excuse. People are but yeah, I think ideally I would love to do it as a job and then really make a video that I properly care about and have the time to sit down and write a script and do the edit and release it feeling good about it, because I don't know about you, but I hate feeling rushed to make a video, and then you release it and you're like, man, and you're not proud of it, and you know that you didn't put all your effort into it, and you don't know if people can or can't see it, but you know what I mean? Do you ever feel like that when you rush a video and you're like,
it's
but
like
you have to get it out?
It's like a double-edged sword, because you could take months on a video. You know what I mean? But when you force yourself to punch it out on a day or every couple of days, then you have, it's like a double-edged thing, because first you feel fulfilled. I finished it, it's out, I can work on the next one.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, like, it's not quite perfect.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the way that I wanted it.
Yeah.
But it's out there, you know?
Yeah, that's my other problem with vlogs, for me anyways, is that if I do a vlog, it's because I have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
So I'm just, and I don't know about you, but nothing makes me feel more douchey than walking around with a camera in my own face.
This thing extends out, like, so far. I end up hitting people in the head sometimes. Sorry, I'm vlogging. I don't know if you even know what that is. But sorry.
I would get so self-conscious, I would, like, just put it on the ground and pretend I was blind, and then when people aren't looking, I'd, like, whip it back up and start talking again.
Why am I seeing the upside of Prozzie's nose? You know, the other side of Prozzie's nose all the time.
Exactly. So, I mean, yeah, that's the problem with vlogging, is I don't typically care about myself enough to make a video about my day, because typically it's not that interesting. You know, I go to work and I come home and I drink and fall asleep, you know?
Well, I mean, you were talking about the GoPro Hero. That's for when you're riding and doing a moto vlog.
Yeah.
And so that sort of takes all the self-consciousness out of it.
That's exactly why I love
got a helmet
motovlogging.
over
No one
you.
knows you're doing it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
You're just riding and talking.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I love motovlogs. I'll have to bring those back on the channel. So.
If on your channel, how many videos do you think you have about?
God, I don't know.
What percentage of those would be motovlog as opposed to outside vlog? 50-50 or
20%?
20% moto.
I think I stopped for a while because the motovlog type of videos
Format.
have been kind of dying in views lately, so I sort of stopped doing it. But I shouldn't have done that, because people actually really enjoy it. So.
Yeah, it's so weird to see, like, what people like and dislike. We were just talking earlier about a comment I received on my channel where the guy was saying, you know, you travel too slow, so your videos therefore are not as good as other people's videos. Like, that was his personal view of my video, and therefore it should be everybody's view, you know? So you've got, like, these weird fluctuations in what people like and what people don't like.
Of course. I mean, and yeah, it's exactly what I said to you. If you're going to be putting yourself online, you are going to get people that don't like you. I guarantee when you release this video, there's going to be someone who's like, I can't believe I lost so much respect for you.
I unsubscribed.
Yeah, exactly, because
you
met up with Prozzie, and it's just like, whatever. So, but I mean, I think that it's easy also for YouTubers to focus on those negative comments.
Right.
Because like one negative comment can fuck up your whole day, but you ignore all the amazing things that people
I know.
are saying. You know what
I
mean?
was in a
It's just
taxi
weird
cab on the way
psychology.
here, like, well, just because I'm not riding around the world as fast, and I'm like, oh, what am I doing?
Exactly, because
What am I
that
doing?
guy is sitting all the way across the world,
Right.
not thinking about it at all,
Right.
and you're just sitting there all angry at this guy. You know what I mean?
You know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to learn the ins and outs of Prozzie's experience in China and now in Taiwan, I think it'd be really cool to go and check out his channel, give a shout out from the Jayoe Nation, and I think you'll really get entertained by the way you're like a storyteller, basically. You know,
I hope
like
so. I don't know. I mean,
it's true. I do enjoy his style of vlogging and his style of being a YouTuber, and I think you will too. And give him a shout out from the Jayoe Nation, and thanks for talking.
yeah, thanks for having me. It's super good to finally meet you. We've been we knew of each other for years and years and years now. It's the first time we've actually been able to meet.
And especially here, like we've been just missing
Just
each
missing,
other
exactly, yeah.
like 5 or 6 times. So
Yeah.
the typhoon in the south of Taiwan, thank you. That one good thing that has happened from that typhoon
Yeah,
was being able to come
exactly.
here and hang out with you.
Yeah.
All right, let's get another
Appreciate
beer.
it. That's